See, one of the parameters in the field of population genetics is FST. This FST is measures of genetic variation. See, if we have several population of a particular species, then we wish to know that to what extent these populations are genetically differentiated from each other. So calculation of FST gives the idea about the extent of genetic differentiation or variation existing among such populations. See, the calculation of FST is based on the heterozygosity of total populations and also heterozygosity of subpopulations. So this FST is calculated by using the formula HT minus HS divided by HT. See, this S actually is S subscript refers to subpopulation and T refers to total population. So this HT is actually average heterozygosity of all the populations which are being considered, and HS that represents average heterozygosity of subpopulations. So we actually first calculate the average heterozygosity of all the populations which are being considered for the study purpose, and then we will be calculating average heterozygosity of subpopulations, and then putting the values of HT and HS, we can get the FST value. And this FST, as I just said, indicates the proportion of genetic variation that lies between subpopulations or among subpopulations within total populations. And it ranges from 0 to 1. See, if this value is 0, it means all the subpopulations have completely same observed and expected heterozygosity. It means there is no difference among the populations. All populations are genetically same. So once again I am reading it, that all the subpopulations, if they possess same observed and expected heterozygosity, only in such condition this FST value will come 0. And if this value is more than 0.30, that is more than 30%, then it is considered to be of moderate type. It means the populations are moderately differentiated from each other. And if this value is more than 0.50, then it shows that there is a strong differentiation among the population. So normally considered as a strong population subdivision. And FST, if it is equal to 1, it means no allelic similarity among the subpopulations are there. The total means difference is there between or among the alleles. So we can understand this particular calculation by considering an example. See here in this diagram, what we are observing, that there are three different populations. This is population 1, which is represented as population A. This one is population B, and this is population C. Suppose these are three geographically differentiated populations. They are present in three different areas, and this population A, when analyzed for its gene locus, then one allele of that locus has its frequency 0.60. The other allele is small a, its frequency is 0.40. And the same gene locus, when analyzed in the population B, then the frequency of capital A comes 0.4 and small a, it comes 0.6. And when same gene locus is considered for population C, then the frequency of capital A, it comes 0.7 and small a, it is 0.3. Because total of the two allelic frequency will have to come 1. So for simplicity I'm considering here a single gene locus. There could be some other gene loci in consideration. In that case you will take the average of all such cases. So here in the population A, the measures of observed heterozygosity means based on the genotype you can calculate the heterozygosity, observed heterozygosity, which is indicated by HO. So that comes 0.45. In case of population B, the observed heterozygosity is 0.30. And in case of population C, the observed heterozygosity is 0.25. So we have data of this type. Now we wish to know that to what extent these three populations are genetically differentiated. See, one thing we should understand that there could be several individuals in this population. All these individuals will be different genetically from each other. So there will be genetic variation among the individuals of this population. Likewise, in population B, variations will be there among the individuals. Here in case of population C also, those individuals which are part of this population, they will show variation. But we are actually trying to understand the level of variation found among these three populations. So for that what we do, we will be analyzing the average heterozygosity of subpopulation. We are observing that this HO, that is observed heterozygosity, is 0.45. Then in second case or in population B it is 0.30. In case of population C it is 0.25. So we will add the observed heterozygosity of these three populations and we will take its average. So let us see how this is being done. In this case, first we shall be calculating the average heterozygosity of subpopulations. What we will do, we will consider the heterozygosity like 0.45 plus 0.30 plus 0.25. So all these observed heterozygosity have been added and that will be divided by 3 because we have to find out the average. So this value comes 0.33. Now we shall be calculating the average heterozygosity of total population. Total means all these three population. So for that what we shall do, we shall actually first find out the average allele frequency of capital A and then average allele frequency of small a. So for getting average allele frequency of capital A, we will add up these values like 0.6 of population A, then 0.4 of population B, then 0.7 which is the frequency of capital A of population C. So 0.6 plus 0.4 plus 0.7 divided by 3, this value comes 0.57 and this is average allele frequency of capital A. And if the frequency of one allele capital A comes 0.57, then definitely the allele frequency of small a will be 0.43 because total of these two will be equal to 1. Now when we have average allele frequency of capital A and small a, then we can calculate average heterozygosity of total populations. This will be calculated by using the formula 2pq because this 0.57 is p and 0.43 is q value. So 2 into 0.57 into 0.43 and this value comes 0.49. So here average heterozygosity of total population that has come 0.49 and average heterozygosity of subpopulations that has come 0.33. Now we can do further calculations because we know the formula of FST is HT minus HS divided by HT. So we are simply putting the value that is 0.49 which is the average heterozygosity of total populations minus 0.33, which is average heterozygosity of subpopulations, divided by 0.49. Now this value comes 0.32. It means we can say that nearly 32% variation exists between or among these populations. Thus, these three populations show 32% genetic variation among each other. So this is the way we can have the idea that to what extent different populations are genetically differentiated. Now this FST value has been calculated by considering a number of human populations, and the average FST among human populations is nearly 15%. It means nearly 85% of total genetic variation in humans is found within any given population. Only 15% reflects allele frequency differences between populations. So this kind of idea we can derive by doing this FST calculation. It is one of the important parameters in population genetics to gain idea about the level of genetic variation between the populations. This can be observed between two populations, means between pairs of populations, or if all such populations are pooled with each other, then also this sort of calculation is possible.